name's Sabrina Salmi, and welcome back to a discussion of exploration. Today, I'm actually just having an exploration with myself right now. You see, often I'm asked about what is the methodology behind the way I raise my children, and I've got this poem that's written by Killa Gibran. It was written between 1883 and 1931, and it's called On Children. Now, this kind of demonstrates my thought process behind the dynamics of what I feel parenting is. And not saying there's a wrong or right way of parenting, you know, none of us have a user manual. This was one that just worked for me. You see, I really believe that each one of our children has their own sacred gifts. Not only I believe that they have their own sacred gifts, I feel that us as parents, we're facilitators. I also believe that children need boundaries, very healthy boundaries. They need structure, and I think they thrive from that. So I'm not saying that parents don't insert discipline and structure and teach their children. I'm just saying that there's a bit more to the dynamics of the old model being I'm the parent, you're the child, you listen to me, and that's it. There's more of an expansive premise whereby you develop a relationship together, and from that relationship there's a healthy line of respect, but not only for as individuals but also with regards to where that child's going in their journey. So I know that culturally sometimes, in order to preserve a family, families tend to pick out careers for children, and again it comes from a place of love. It comes from a place of self-preservation, whereby the parents desire to strengthen and protect their children in the career that they feel will be best for them. But what I would say in addition to that is that what if we can help our children to identify their talents and abilities as young as possible, so much so that as they get older, they know who they are and they go into that line of profession or business, whatever it is for them, because I don't think there's a wrong or right. I think that we all serve a place, and it's about us showing up as that unique piece to the puzzle. So like I said, I'll just read through this poem on children, and that's what it's called. So you can take a look at it. It's all over Google, so take a look. So here goes. And a mother held a babe against her bosom, said, "Speak to us of children." And he said, "Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls. For their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tries with yesterdays. You are the bow from which your children as living arrows are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrow may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. For even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. So what I really love is that we have to learn to trust our children with their own future. We have to somewhat learn to be facilitators of their own movie. We need to help them to tap into their innate ability to awaken the greatness that lies deep within them. And there's a host of ways doing this, and this is why I'm so passionate about me raising the kids the way I do, and about going out there and touching the hearts of as many families as possible, because I believe that as we start to activate as individual pieces to a bigger picture, something very magical starts to take shape beyond our wildest dreams. But here's the thing, in that jigsaw puzzle, all pieces are needed, be that the mother, the father, the brothers, the sisters, the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents, and so on and so forth in terms of the extended family. And I know that families' dynamics have changed so much. So some of us are in single parent families, but it doesn't mean we're not still connected. And even if we're not connected, it doesn't mean that it's too late to actually make those connections again. More importantly, is for us to be awakened to the illusion of disconnection, because the truth is we never really disconnect, but we go off, we cause so much turbulence and pain. But what if we could learn how to come back to ourselves first? What if we can learn to heal the core of who we are, and then we can go out and heal the core of our family, or at least be a conduit of light to do that, and then that will extend to our community. One of our favorite quotes as a family is, it takes a village, because it really does. We're not supposed to wear all the hats. We're not supposed to spread ourselves thin. You know, life shows us when we do those things. That's why mental health is on the rise, depression, so on and so forth. And, you know, mental illnesses show up in many forms, you know, through anxiety and so on and so forth. So my point being is that what if we can learn to hurt, then go on the journey of healing, and then we've got an opportunity to actually teach. So we hurt, we heal, and then we have an opportunity to help. And I feel that in our journey as a parent, if we recognize that we go through these thresholds of pain as being a parent, and, you know, if you're a mother, we're walking in the same shoes. It doesn't matter if we speak a different language, doesn't matter where we are in the world. We understand how the trials and tribulations that a woman has to bear while being a mother, while being a wife, while being a daughter, so on and so forth. So it's for us to actually help our children to facilitate that upcoming journey by just nurturing who they really are, to get them to the core of who that is, and just be comfortable with being who they are. Because in the strength of knowing who they are, that's when they go out into the world confidently and boldly. You know, would you agree that most of our challenges stem from us not knowing who we are, us having the certainty, us not having the power of self-worth, self-respect, self-confidence, self-esteem? So if we can just team our children up with that as much as possible, the rest is just infinite with regards to what they can achieve. So sending you oceans of love, and I look forward to meeting you in person, because I am very attached. I'm a kinesthetic person, so I love to be with people and look into their eyes. So this is a message from one mother to another, and this is also a message from a mother to a father. You are needed so much so, okay? You're the stronghold of a family, and when you choose to take your position and stand there and guide, like, to every child, you're a hero. And if you're standing in the shoes where you feel like you've let down your family, I never feel it's too late to say sorry. I never feel that it's too late if you're going to be willing to change. But you have to be willing to put in place those key components to ensure real change. You see, how many times could you say sorry to someone before they get fed up? But also, more importantly, how many times can you say sorry before you start to get fed up? Okay, maybe now's a good time to start tapping into the higher self that you know you can really be, and start connecting at that level with your family, because every member is valid in order for the village to sustain and go on to create the grand, monumental empires that people go to talk about for generations and centuries to come. So, as I said, my name's Sabrina Ben Salmi, and I'm sending you so much love. I am a mother of 5, and I know that it's not easy. I'm telling you, it's worth it. You see, at what cost are you willing to give up? And at what cost are you going to keep going? Okay, your family is the most precious blessing that you've ever had in this world, and it's over to you. What do you choose to do with that? Thank you.